Greetings, star children. It's Hemlock Moonwolf. Here with you with another video to enrich your life and enhance your light. Most people don't know this, but I am actually a very powerful psychic, granted to me by the Earth Mother. And as such, I feel I am very qualified to talk with you today about something troubling that has come across my path. I would like to introduce you to Anthony William, also known as the Medical Medium.
In this book, I reveal truths about chronic illnesses you won't learn anywhere else. You won't hear it from your doctor, read it in any other books, or find it on the internet. These are secrets that have not yet surfaced about how to finally heal, and I'm bringing them to light to you for the very first time.
Of course, you know you can always trust somebody with small rimmed glasses and a ponytail to reveal secret hidden truths that no one else ever knows. Seems legit.
When I was 4 years old, I heard a voice.
I am the spirit of the Most High. There is none above me but God Himself.
Sounds eerily similar to something I once experienced during my 4th grade Catholic campout.
That night at the dinner table, Spirit came to me.
But, you know, I like
His mouth never moved, but I could hear his voice speak to me.
I am here for you.
Of course his mouth didn't move. He was speaking through psychic projection. It's really quite simple, actually.
I'm not a doctor. I have no medical training.
No shit.
But I can tell you things about your health that no one else can. I can give you clarity on diseases that doctors often misdiagnose or treat incorrectly, or they just give up on and label mystery illness.
That's incredible. How exactly do you do this?
everybody always makes brownies. They always have so much of that stuff.
Say lung cancer.
Lung cancer.
What's it, darling?
You know, the Earth Mother often whispers into my mind to do terrible, terrible things.
Burn down a school. Eat a Tide Pod.
But that doesn't actually mean I should do them.
Do it.
Just saying.
I didn't even know what those words meant.
Say it again. Say lung.
Lung
Now say cancer.
cancer.
Now say grandma has lung cancer.
Grandma has lung cancer.
That is one spiritually woke 4-year-old.
My grandmother visited her doctor, and the chest x-ray revealed she had lung cancer. For over 20 years, I've helped tens of thousands of people recover and heal from illnesses such as rheumatoid arthritis, fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue syndrome, Lyme disease, and so much more.
It's a bit suspicious that all of those diseases you named are very common, and there are many things that you can do all by yourself to alleviate many of the symptoms or even treat it. But I'm sure that's just a coincidence.
It's time for you to learn these secrets and gain control over your life. It's the way it's meant to be. It's the way Spirit wanted it to be.
I wonder if this man has a book. Oh, I guess he does. Actually, he has 3 books. Medical Medium, Secrets Behind Chronic and Mystery Illnesses and How to Finally Heal. Medical Medium, Life-Changing Foods. Save yourself and the ones you love with the hidden healing powers of fruits and vegetables. Medical Medium Thyroid Healing. The truth behind Hashimoto's, Graves', insomnia, hypothyroidism, thyroid nodules, and Epstein-Barr. You know, with this kind of pitch, it wouldn't surprise me if he sells supplements. Oh, but you can see on his website he's much more trustworthy. He himself doesn't actually sell supplements. He just gets a bit of the extra money if you order them through his website on Amazon. Now, before we get into the real meat and potatoes of Anthony William, I feel like maybe we should watch this clip from Home and Family on the Hallmark Channel. Please, pay close attention.
So you started to go to work on what? His punch list of things for you?
Yes, I did.
And starting with what?
You know, adding fruits and vegetables copious fruits and vegetables to my diet. He recommended, he said I had Epstein-Barr virus. So taking some lysine, some recommendations that he had, I started taking those.
This woman is a nurse practitioner who had all sorts of ailments, but she went on the medical medium's protocol and suddenly, strangely, started feeling a lot better. Obviously evidence of his spiritual workings.
Yeah.
How
And the
long
change
before
was,
you were really feeling the change and the effects?
I think hope is big medicine. So when I hung up the phone, I felt better.
Is that pretty common for you, Anthony?
Well, you know, yeah, spirit offers a lot of light too. So there's light involved automatically. And so when I'm helping someone out, that light we can feel.
I couldn't agree more. Anytime my hemorrhoids flare up, I just stick a flashlight up my ass, and instantly, I feel a lot warmer.
How do you get better if you don't know what's wrong?
Right.
Too, that's another thing. Knowing what's wrong and knowing the cause is half the battle.
Did he rip that off of G.I. Joe? Anyway, next up, he's going to do a scan of one of the hosts.
What are you nervous about?
Nervous?
Well, I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Taking a look here, we'll see. Now you don't have a disease. I don't see any of that. I've looked, I've asked spirit, that's not there, okay? I'm taking a look. You do have a bunch of little things. You actually have a kidney stone. You have some scar tissue in the breast. Taking a look inside the brain and seeing what's happening here. Inflammation. You actually have a little bit of nerve inflammation.
Do I have inflammation of the brain? Seriously?
Well, not in the brain, but in other nerves in the body. L3 and L4, spirit says in the back is not that good. Liver, your liver's a little stagnant, a little sluggish. An intestinal tract has some inflammation in the intestinal tract, actually. Your digestive tract needs help. Overall, I think you're healthy, I really do.
Why did you go to the pancreas?
Because it's slightly inflamed.
Okay, I knew it. Wow. See,
to that area.
I've been complaining. As a matter of fact, I'm going tomorrow. I'm missing rehearsal, Woody. I'm sorry. Tomorrow because I'm going in to see what's going on here because it hurts so badly here.
Okay, inflammation, a few little things, but nothing too important. You might have a slight kidney stone. I know you can feel it, but it's very tiny. But let's watch and see what happens when they open the card and she writes what she was having problems with.
We apparently didn't have enough paper for Christina to write all of her things, but she did write 2 things on her list: high blood pressure and.
Well, that's the liver.
High blood pressure and high cholesterol. Strange. It's almost like that's something that happens as people naturally age and something that might need to be addressed as they grow older, into late life. But, obviously, he read that completely right, and his scan had to have been as thorough as possible. Just watch this little clip one more time, and we'll come back to it.
Overall, I think you're healthy, I really do.
Moving on, Anthony William is also involved with Goop. If you're unfamiliar with Goop, it is the company created by Gwyneth Paltrow that tries to convince you to stick jade eggs up your vagina. Yes, I'm serious. He's written a few articles for their website, goop.com, in which one of those he has this brilliant section. You'll be told that cancer can be found in mummies, and one day you'll even be told that cancer was discovered in a caveman found preserved in ice for tens of thousands of years. The truth is that real, malignant cancer is comparatively recent development. While the tumors of old could be life-threatening if they grew in such a way that they impeded organ function, they weren't caused by cancer cells, they were benign. That's not actually how cancer works. At all. The basic biofunction of cancer is pretty specific. I have absolutely no idea where he got that from. Oh wait, I'm receiving a transmission from the Earth Mother. She says he completely pulled it out of his ass. Well, there you go. And at times, he's even flatly denied that genetics can play a part in disease, in which case one of these is cancer. While of course facial features and vocal cords are genetic, disease isn't. Except for the hundreds and hundreds of cases in which we have actually found that yes, in fact they are genetic. But aside from those, he might be right. He also has a tendency to claim that all illness and all disease comes from the Epstein-Barr virus, I assume he does this because when he tells people, it seems a lot more serious than it is. The truth is, EBV is an extremely common virus that most people will contract at some point in their lifetime. Like many of these types of viruses, once you've been infected and experienced symptoms, eventually it goes dormant and will never re-flare up again throughout life. It's not impossible, of course, but the symptoms of it are fatigue, fever, inflamed throat, swollen lymph nodes in the neck, enlarged spleen, swollen liver, and rash. Most people who do contract EBV just simply feel that it's a cold or listlessness, or just feeling off maybe for a week. But otherwise, they have no idea that they contracted it, because in essence, it is an extremely minor thing. And while it's not advertised on his website, Medical Medium, he does tend to sell consultations for a large sum of money over the phone. Here's an Amazon review on one of his books. I paid $500 for a reading with Anthony. I felt completely scammed and naive for thinking someone would be able to properly diagnose me in 30 minutes over the phone. I was told he would be able to tell you what you have right away, and for the first half of my session, he kept asking me questions about all my symptoms. Seems odd. Shouldn't he be able to intuit this psychically? He tells everyone they have EBV, including myself. He even told me some of my heavy metals were high, and I got tested right after, and they were all low. I also found out through tests right after that my ASO and my streptozyme titers are extremely high, and was diagnosed with rheumatic fever. He never once mentioned that. Well, it probably just slipped his mind. However, Anthony here does seem to have some strange beliefs about health and our bodies.
You know, when people know their tingles and numbness on their body, or their ringing in the ears, or their thyroid problem is caused by a certain pathogen.
I imagine that would in fact be the case after someone comes home from the doctor, having properly been diagnosed with whatever pathogen is causing the problem.
The truth comes out, and they realize it's not their body destroying itself. You wouldn't believe the ability they can get for healing, like what can fire up for them to move forward.
Okay.
Because they're like, okay, you know what? It's not me I'm battling. Realize that your body's working with you side by side. It's not letting you down. Your body loves you. It loves you unconditionally, and it's not letting you down. Have patience.
Now this is just completely incorrect. You see, the Earth Mother has programmed inside of us self-destruct mechanisms that are constantly going off in response to either stimuli or aging. In fact, right from birth, we are pretty much pre-programmed to destroy ourselves in one way or another, thus the biological impetus to rut like pigs and breed as fast as fucking possible. But that's just simply understanding that the Earth Mother is a cold-hearted bitch that spreads as much love and light as she does Ebola and autoimmune deficiency disorders.
Have compassion, take one day at a time. You're gonna get there. Doesn't matter how long you've been sick, you can heal, and always remember that and never forget it.
Unless, of course, you die from whatever it is that's giving you these problems, but then I guess I would make this whole conversation ultimately irrelevant. Okay. Now, Anthony here has gotten quite a name for himself as being a very compassionate person. However, there are some problems with this. You see, in the spring of 2013, Kate Gallagher-Leong called Anthony William and did a consultation, a rather expensive consultation. She was desperate for help because her son Gavin had a mysterious disease that doctors were having a problem diagnosing. And after an hour-long call and $300 later, William didn't seem to heal her son at all. In fact, he didn't diagnose Gavin as he claimed he would. Instead, he told the mother that she had passed on the Epstein-Barr virus to her son while he was in the womb. Reading off a list she wrote based on her phone call in 2013, Leong tells Inverse, William suggested a benign vitamin regimen including liquid B12 and zinc for Gavin, and a kind of charcoal detoxifier, a prescription of sorts for the mother, given without explanation. Now keep in mind, Anthony William commonly says this.
I'm not a doctor. I have no medical training.
Yet he seems to have no problem giving people medical advice for money, and in effect trying to direct the best way to treat very dangerous and harmful situations, viruses, and disease. When Gavin died from a febrile seizure those 48 days after a consultation with William, Leong felt responsible for her son's death. After all, Anthony William told her she had passed along EBV to her son Gavin, which was supposed to be the source of all his illness. According to Leong, he died undiagnosed. Doctors didn't know what happened. All I could think was, oh my god, I did this to him, she says. That was me. I mean, who could have imagined that the spirit and Anthony William somehow could not help this young boy and in effect cause even more grief to now a mother mourning her little boy. Now I'd like to refer you back to this video. Now remember, this happened.
Overall, I think you're healthy. I really did.
See, I've been complaining. As a matter of fact, I'm going tomorrow. I'm missing rehearsal, Woody. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Tomorrow because I'm going in to see what's going on here because it hurts so badly here.
The woman being scanned is Christina Ferrer. Now, after she was given almost a complete bill of health, aside from very minor problems from Anthony William, well, a few months later she came out and announced that she had been diagnosed with multiple myeloma, a type of blood cancer. But then I guess the spirit can't always detect everything, can it? Now Anthony has quite a social media presence. His Facebook is quite large, and he loves to post inspirational memes and various health-based advice articles and the like. But he also has a YouTube channel, and it's populated mostly by people giving testimonials. And so I, Hemlock Moonwolf, am to offer you your own type of possible healing. You see, I, over at healingwithhemlock.com, am offering for a limited time my ASMR mixtape, which you can listen to, and it will heal you overnight. Listen to the sounds of your body. My voice charging your supple energy spouts. Charge your chakras with my juicy healing. Energy spouts. There is no message this song is concealing. Be sure to send in those testimonials. I would love to see them. But also, I have one last gift I must give you, dear watcher. I will now heal you remotely with my power. Imagine a rope of energy coming from my passion pump and entering you through your power channel to cleanse all toxins within like a spiritual scrub brush. Do you feel it? Do you feel me deep inside your body? Let Hemlock Moonwolf purge all of those ills away. You're welcome. That's all we have for today. I have been Hemlock Moonwolf, giving you the blessings of the earth and its mother. And I hope to see you in the next episode. Namaste. Namaste. Ow. Ow. God damn it.